and the summer sky is clear. What is going on, Scott?
TJ Sikkema, the lefty from the Hawkeye State, gets the nod to pitch in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this guy lives and dies with one pitch, and that's that powerhouse sinker. Guys often relate it to like trying to hit a bowling ball. When it's good, it's usually at the knees and below, and he's...
What's going on with you all today?
That he died of ground balls and keeping...
Joe Landham is #1 spot.
his infielders involved, there's a pretty good chance he's going to have a rock-solid game.
Joe Random is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game.
I have small scissors, but they don't work in my room. But they don't work. They don't cut anything. I'm gonna try and cut something. I need to cut one of my animals. Yeah, I can't even cut a piece of paper. Well, yes I can if you hold it. Okay. Now can I cut here? No. I'm surprised my girlfriend hasn't questioned me. She usually questions me when I have scissors. Usually. She might she might not just care. She might not care. I am being good. Hee hee. They're not even sharp. They're small little fucking scissors. What the fuck am I gonna do with them? Like, not like I'm gonna stab myself. It's not like I'm gonna fucking stab myself. Hee hee. Nothing, I'm not cutting anything. I'm cutting one of my animals. Yeah. A bird. And I got pencil. I got stick tape. I'm too old for these. I'm too old for them. Um, just one of my little ones. Yes, baby? I'll just put yes. No, it's not my bunny. Nope, not the bunny. I would never cut that. Okay, it's... This thing that he does. Yes, I do. But it's not the bunny. Definitely not my bunny. Not my bunny. It's not my bunny. It's not my bunny, baby. Hey, it's not my bunny, baby. It might be something else. Hey, it's not my bunny, baby. It might be something else. It's probably something else. Let me load up Messenger. I'm just joking. I won't load that up. She'll make me sure. She'll make me sure. Why am I rapping to this fucking thing? Yeah. My Xbox froze, so I can't read messages. Okay. Yeah. I got more horses than Georgia, that shit. me typing up my mic. Let me tighten up the mic. Mic. Then I'll read my baby messages. Ooh. Yes, I do. Okay, let me delete this right quick. Fuck. Okay.
Digging in next, Brandon Wagner. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
Wagner. Hey, we got 2.
Ready with the 1-2. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. An inning in the books. No score here on the show.
Yeah. I got my horses out of Georgia.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Joe Random.
Joe Random.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
Here's the first pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. 1 away here to begin the third.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in it.
Full 4. Take the base.
So runners in scoring position, and here is Michael Beltre looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat.
Beltre.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Center fielder on the run, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1.
3. He's out.
Next to stand in is Joe Random, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Random.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man.
I'm being for real. Yeah. I'm being for real. Yeah. I'm being for real. I never cut my body.
Stepping up is Brandon Wagner. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Brandon Wagner.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Lined hard to center field. Random is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
I got my feeling in my body.
And stepping in, Max Burt. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are two. Next, it'll be Joe Random. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1.
Come on, baby. See it, drive it.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Another 0-2 home. Fly ball right down the line in left. Cherry gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Thunder are on top, 3-1.
Out. 3. Ball 4. Take the base. Out. He's out. You're out. And hit him. First base. 3. Out. 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 3.
Next up, Joe Random flew out last time up.
Number 24.
Come on, big guy.
Joe Random.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch right here.
First delivery to him, and he fouls this one off. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Torres scoops it up. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching, and defense in certain spots. This one was a fun one to watch.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Patriots used a nice 5th inning. His third.
801. 801. And I have a game at 15 minutes.
It is an honor for me. There's basically nobody better qualified to talk about what it's like as a two-way player than legendary softball star Jenny Finch, who joins me now. Jenny, when you were coming up, what was it like for you? How did you deal with people who doubted your ability to stay as a two-way player?
Well, first, it's an honor to be here. I couldn't be more thrilled to be on the show. It wasn't easy. There were some coaches, actually, that I ended up changing teams because they wouldn't let me be a two-way player. But I wanted to, and I wanted to have the bat in my hands. I wanted to be able to be on defense, and I wanted to pitch. And so I would encourage those young athletes to do what you want to do and go out there and shine. And so it's exciting. It's not easy. It's double the work, but it's been done, and it's going to be done. And it's exciting to see the future and the opportunity for this guy.
For any player who gets drafted, there's a certain level of scrutiny, but of course that's much higher here. How much mental toughness is he going to need to make it through as a two-way player?
All eyes are on him, and it's not easy being able to try to make it in general in baseball, but let alone a two-way player. But he's done it his whole life, and so he just needs to focus on him one day at a time and keep grinding away at what he's done to get here.
A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches.
It's baseball. It's the show, and it comes your way next.
I gotta get set up, chat. Because I have a game soon. Oh, shit. Alright, that's going to be the end of this one. I got to get going to my game. No, I don't. I haven't been pinged yet. Okay.
Danny?
Hey, it's
I'm good.
hard to have...
And I also got to get my headset going. No more Mike. I will see you guys tonight. Peace.
Jackie Robinson passes the puck to FBI. FBI shoots. He goes butt fucking down. Do 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 do. Alright, guys, bye. Actually, I'm not showing to this gay league. I'm leaving it. Alright.
Now
right.
into the box, Joe Random. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Fisher Cats, the center fielder.
Here's the pitch.
Random.
Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4. A ball and a strike.
You got it. No one better. Let's go.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
3-1.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense. Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jordan Groshans trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He's running. Popped him up. Tobias is over, and he puts it away for the first out. And they get the double play.
That was fucking stupid of me.
Digging in will be Joe Random. He singled first time up.
Joe.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there. And you
B-U-N-N-Y. U-N-N-Y.
thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Throw over to the bag. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second. Digging in, the switch hitter, Josh Tobias.
Third baseman, Josh Tobias.
High in the air out to center field. Random is there, 2 gone.
Ball 4, take your base. Out. Ball 4, take your base. 3. Take out. 3.
Now at the plate, Joe Random singled in his last at-bat.
The center fielder, Joe.
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Come on, let it fly right here. Let it fly.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
3. First base. Out. You're out. 3. Out. 3. That's ball 4. You're out.
Next to dig in, Joe Random. He's 2 for 3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there.
Ball 4, take the base. Out. You're out. He's out. Out. 3. That's ball 4. Out.
Stepping in next, Joe Random, and their runners at the corners now.
Joe Random.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Now the 0-1. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
I broke my bat.
Fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left.
You're out. Out. Ball 4, take the base.
Next up is Johnny Pareda, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th.
Pareda.
Hey, 2 away, 2 away.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. He brings it in, and they have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of a series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The New Hampshire Fisher Cats took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. C.J. Van Eyck earns his first win of the season. Nate Pearson earns the save out of the bullpen, his 3rd of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Your New Hampshire Fisher Cat.
Jeremy Beasley will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of it.
Now at the plate is Joe Random. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The Fisher Cats, the designated hitter, Joe Random.
Here's the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the...
Ball 4, take the base. Out. Out. You're out. He's out. Out. That's ball 4. Out. 3.
Next, here is Joe Random.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
3rd baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Batson into foul territory, and foul. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your 2nd out of the inning. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on.
3.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Joe.
At the plate now,
Random.
Joe Random, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Yeah, that's definitely a fucking, whatchamacallit, a ball. Can I put my bone in your drawers? Come on. What did I just say?
Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
Hey, good one up there, huh?
Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Ready now is Nash Knight. 0 for 2 for
Now
him
batting,
to this point.
Third baseman, Nash Knight.
Hey, let's go, big fella. He's right here.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. This one's down to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. On to first, and there were 2 down. So now here is Brock Lundquist. He's 1
Now
for
batting,
2 in the ball game.
The left fielder, Brock Lundquist.
A bouncer to the left side.
All right, hang on, right here, right
And
here.
the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning.
That hit him. He's got first. Out. Three. Full four. Take the base. Out. Three. He's out.
Now to bat, Joe Random singled in his last at bat.
The designated hitter, Joe.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Popped up. Batson is over to take a look, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Nothing doing here this half.
Three. He's there. Out. Three. That's ball four. Out. Three. He's out. Ball four. Take the base.
So now into the box is Joe
Now back
Random.
the
He can make
designated
these
hitter,
fans go nuts
Joe
and secure the win
Random.
if he can place a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
You know, it's funny. I can count on one hand the times I was able to actually go to the plate and think home run and hit a home run.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out.
Ball four. Take the base.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. John Harris earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
For the Sea Dogs, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 14 men on.
Portland have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this.
Fisher Cat.
Joe Random starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
And now in the box, Cole Sturgeon. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Tonight, the designated hitter, Cole Sturgeon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball, 1-0. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Oh, yeah, Matty boy. It's time right here, D-Row, to start getting greedy. You win the first 2 of a 3-game set at home. It's time to get greedy and go for the sweep.
Yeah, you got to take care of business in front of your home fans. Without question, that's exactly what this team's doing.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Josh Tobias trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Oof, and we are in for some tough conditions tonight. 41 degrees at game time. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much, comes all the way across the plate, and nicks the batter.
Batting 4.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Johan Mieses, and he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 1-0 delivery. To the left side, but it's well foul.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location, right down the...
In just a sec, as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score 1, maybe 2, and the runner is in from second.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
Carlos Silva is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And a throw behind the runner at third, just keeping him close. Still only 1 out in the inning. 1-2 now.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Oh my fuck.
But he can't bring it down. Base hit. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
I need to do something here.
Batting 6.
Now a throw over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Standing in now, Michael Geddes out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Silva is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. The batter will be Jonathan Araújo. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
I'm just gonna sim a couple innings. Sorry. Fourth inning, I literally got luck. I was relieved in the 5th.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with the win.
Well, look, guys, I'm still a believer in the two-way experiment for him, but he hasn't exactly set the world ablaze. And there's some talk in the industry, maybe it's time to push this to the side, have him specialize, squeeze the most out of him, just going one way. Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline is with me. Jim, what are you hearing about this, and what's your prescription for him?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of like the whole glass, is it half empty or half full? He's not, putting up great numbers, but you could certainly see there's some hitting ability there. There's some pitching ability there. Really interesting on both sides of the ball. So you can look at it in one hand and say, well, maybe if he focused on one, he'd be really good and he wouldn't be so divided trying to make it work both ways. On the other hand, you can look at it and say, this guy's just getting his career started. Why do we have to make a decision now? And that's kind of where I fall. We've seen enough glimpses as both a hitter and as a pitcher. Let's let this keep going for a while and see how it plays out.
Yeah, and especially with every front office in the game trying to get a leg up, trying to get the next big thing, it would seem a shame to abandon this experiment so early on in the game.
No, exactly. I mean, we're talking about the start of a career here. We're not talking about this is a 30-year-old guy and he's been struck in AAA for 5 years trying to figure out what he exactly is, and it's not going well. I mean, this is a young guy who's just getting going, and I mean, look, teams are, roster spots. If you can have a guy basically fill 2 roles with 1 roster spot and do it, at a rookie type salary as a young guy, that's huge for teams these days.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I went up and over. Don't know what I'm batting.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Portland Sea Dogs. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
We just played these fuckers.
That's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
7-5, tonight's final. The Fisher Cats jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. John Harris wins his 4th game out. His 4th.
I want to skip till Hertzberg comes out.
He's run into some struggles early on at the AA level. It's his first real challenge in the professional ranks. Al Leiter joins me. Al, what's going through his mind right now? How does a young player like this work past that first struggle?
Well, you just said it. What's in his mind? Baseball is a game of failure, so you have to find out what is distracting him to not being able to do his job, which is whatever it is. As a hitter, see the ball, get a strike, put the ball, bat on ball, hit it hard. Pitchers, get ahead, throw strikes, know your repertoire, know who you are, and really have a good mindset. The better players, the consistent players, have a strong mind, mental toughness, and really understand that it's an ebb and flow to a season. It doesn't always go in one line.
And it can be a small mechanical change that unlocks big success as well.
Absolutely. Some issues are mechanical. Some are either repertoire as a pitcher or maybe an approach and a bat. And usually it always reverts back to your question, is that what's in his mind. You got to clear the mind. Good mind, positive thoughts really is where players want to be.
Come on, Joe.
A minor league manager checks in to see if this young man is inclined to make any adjustments to the club's current plan for his development.
I want to focus on pitching only.
They agree on a new plan going forward. A coach offers guidance to a developing player.
As we look at this young pitching prospect, there are so many things to learn early in your professional career as a pitcher. Al Leiter is with us. Al, what are some of the biggest things to keep in mind as you start your rise in the pro ranks as a hurler?
Well, strike one is paramount. Strike one, get ahead. Have the ability to command a fastball. On top of that, changing speeds. And we see it all the time with respects to analytics and where we are with statistical data. Changing speeds with not only one pitch, but two pitches. So I want to see command of a fastball, preferably down and away. I still love it. Still hard to hit a home run down and away. Be able to utilize both sides of the plate of your fastball, whether it's 90, 95, 85, I don't care what the number is, and then have two breaking balls that you can throw for strikes. The constant stepping on the gas pedal and hitting the brake is really the effectiveness of pitching. Fast, slow, and locating your pitches.
Well, for a minute, it really looked like they were going to play with using this kid on the mound and in the field, but it seems they've quickly abandoned that idea. Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline joins me. Jim, does that tell you that the pick on him was a reach as high as it was?
You know, I really wouldn't say that at all. I mean, one thing I've learned over the years is you don't want to judge a draft too soon.
Sure.
You got to wait for it to play out and see how the guy, give him years in the big leagues before you really know for sure. But to be honest, it's so difficult to make it as a two-way player because it's difficult to make it as a hitter or as a pitcher, and to try to do both is that much harder. And I've seen a number of instances where you have a guy who's maybe a two-way player at the amateur level, and you bring him into pro ball, and you make him a pitcher, and then you see his fastball gets better because he's not drained, he's not exerting energy, trying to make it as a position player. His secondary stuff gets better because he has more time to work on it. It's the same thing. I've seen plenty of hitters who've given up pitching, and then they can focus on hitting, and they get better. Maybe they start driving the ball more. They become better defensive players because they have more time to take ground balls or fly balls, as the case may be. So, no, I wouldn't say it's a mistake. We've got to let this guy's career play out.
When things aren't going well on the mound, how do you work through that? What are the technical aspects that you have to get right?
Getting ahead is everything, because that puts the percentages in your favor. So you want to get ahead, you want to throw strikes, you want to be able to mess with those hitters. And sometimes you have to go back to the pen and, create a new pitch or hit a different zone or try something else. I know I was known for a rise ball pitcher for a long time. And then it's like, wait a minute, full count, they're expecting that rise ball. So I got to come back with something else. So I have to develop my drop ball, and I want to be able to throw my drop ball and have complete confidence in it that I can throw it for a strike when the pressure's on, when I get to that full count.
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't been all roses for him lately. He's been scuffling a little bit, and sometimes that light at the end of the tunnel can seem pretty darn dim.
Yep.
Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline is with me. Jim, there are so many players who struggle at times on their way to the majors. How do they move past it to success?
You just have to be mentally tough. It's easier said than done, because a lot of times when you haven't faced adversity, when you face it for the first time, you don't know how to deal with it.
Sure.
It's tough. But I can just think back, when I first got into this business covering prospects, Chipper Jones was the #1 overall pick in the draft, and Todd Van Poppel was more famous. He's like the best high school pitcher people had ever heard of in some cases. And Chipper Jones went #1. He went to the Gulf Coast League, and he hit 200. And people couldn't believe the Braves had blown this pick on Chipper Jones. How could you not take Todd Van Poppel? and Chipper was mentally tough, and he knew it was just rookie ball. It was just the start of his career, not the end of it. And he became a Hall of Famer. I can remember watching Derek Jeter in low Class A.
Oh, yeah.
I think he made 54 errors in the South Atlantic League. And it was like, geez, man, this guy's kind of sloppy at shortstop. And You know, Derek Jeter wound up winning multiple Gold Gloves and becoming a Hall of Fame shortstop. So, I mean, it happens to everybody. I mean, I think you learn more from failure than from success. You know, in pro ball, look, it's not fun going through these things, but at least now he's figuring out what adjustments do I need to make.
A manager admonishes his pitching staff for giving away too many free bases.
We're really starting to see some hints of what he could become on the mound. He has been stellar in his latest pitching performances. Al Leiter is with me. And Al, what are you seeing from him out there?
See great stuff. I see big league arm, big league stuff. And I think really that's what it comes down to, the culmination, when you get guys that start understanding who they are as pitchers, think like big leaguers, but right across the board, this guy has the stuff to be able to obviously not only get to the big leagues, but I think could be a good big leaguer.
Yeah.
Really what I think evaluators are going to start looking for more so is the consistency from him. Can't have, you know, the 2 or 3 good starts, bad start. I don't believe that's in him. I love what comes out of his arm. This guy's got a bright future.
And certainly as he progresses, he's going to have less and less margin for error.
Well, that is true. I mean, I think wherever, you know, once again in anything with the respect to the pinnacle of anything, you know, you start refining who are the players, you know, having to get a better job and be more consistent with not making mistakes. But those are all the things in the learning process of being a minor league baseball player.
All right. I'm 1-4. Holy God.
An agent needs to check in from time to time to make sure his client is happy with his situation.
No complaints, brother.
A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client. Confidence that he has a world of possibilities at his fingertips. But the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Ryan Castellani, the right-hander from Arizona, will be doing the pitching. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good.
So here is Scott Burcham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off tonight, the shortstop, Scott Burcham.
Hey, we got no one.
Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, you know as well as I do, we were down there today on the field. This team is kind of in a little bit of malaise. They need to find a way to snap out of it.
Bunny.
Tough homestand, only able to squeak out 1 win. This is a huge momentum game for this team.
Fields is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now to the plate, here is Grant Levine. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch on its way. high in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And now here is Salvador Avila, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher's being super aggressive, pounding the strike zone 5 times in a row, leaving nothing to the imagination right here. This offensive player's got to be on the attack.
Groshans will put this one away, and the side is retired. We've played an inning, still nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am.
Half of the second set to go, and digging in is the switch-hitting catcher, Drew Romo. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot down the line in right. His first home run of the season. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until, clink, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
Jamison Hanna is at the plate as he watches ball one. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Swing and a liner. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. At the plate now is Jose Gomez.
Batting sixth, the second baseman.
First offering on its way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Gomez is playing second base today, but by trade he's most often considered a third baseman. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Go, guys.
The 0-2 once more.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Striding in is Alan Trejo. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And a curveball in for a strike. This one's flared down the right field line. And that's in there. Base hit.
Batting eighth, the right fielder, Gaylord Marks.
So now to the plate, Gaylord Marks. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And that is into right field, a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Stepping in now, Derek Gonzalez. Hit back toward the mound. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. An absolute dime to the plate for the final out. Certainly worth another look. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Scott Burcham. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1. And It's 1-2.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Scott Burcham is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. One out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Stepping in once again is Salvador Avila. Popped into foul ground his last time up. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with two away.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
In now, Jamison Hanna.
The designated hitter.
Yes, he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
What is wrong with this fucking fielder?
And he's 1 for 2 now.
And I can't blame the pitching coach for making that walk. That's 3 consecutive 2-out hits here, so he's going to remind this guy that they just need to make one good pitch and get this inning over with. Let's see if the talk does any good.
Now batting.
Into the box, Jose Gomez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Back in standing. Now the 1-0.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
To first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Takes it himself, and he got him. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Yard Goats are out on top, 3-0.
I'll be right back, chat. I have to go eat.
Oh, damn.
2 people still here. Alright, I'm back for meeting. Let's do some damage. Where'd my bunny go? Oh. Oh my god, this cap sucks. Alright.
Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll give way to the third baseman.
Let me lock
Alan
my
Trainer.
chair in.
For me, this is an important
So I don't
add-on
fall.
inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
1-0 the count.
I don't want to play this anymore.
Now the pitch. Below the zone.
I miss 007. Mm-hmm. Would you guys like to watch some GTA or something? No. BMHL, I got BMHL soon. So.
Fastball just inside.
I'll do that.
Swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2.
2-2.
Look at this.
Into the windup and the pitch. Still even at 2-2.
Yes, I did.
And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing
Of
better
what
from a pitcher's
is?
standpoint to watch
Oh,
that high
bottom of the
fastball,
4th.
high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box now Gaylord Marks, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Hit back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up, and if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
Standing in now, Derek Gonzalez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
I'm so sorry, chat.
set to deliver the 0-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Yes, I do.
Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Grant Levine is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Into the box, Salvador Avila. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, come on, guys.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Skied down the left field line.
Excuse me.
And foul. Grounder down the... Oh, it's off the third base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Now
at the plate now, Drew Romo, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. A ball and a strike.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
He's set and the pitch. Jamison Hanna is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Now batting, second baseman.
Stepping in now, Jose Gomez. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Avila leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Changeup, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. The Yard Goats lead it 4-1. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Until the
There, I got rid of them. Holy shit, man.
If a pitcher isn't finding the strike zone enough, he can be sure he'll hear about it from the coaching staff.
It's easy to forget sometimes how challenging it is for any prospect to make it all the way to the major leagues. Sean Casey is with me today. Case, what are some of the challenges that fans might not understand from the outside?
Well, it's funny. When I talk to players that are just getting into pro ball and haven't played 12 years in the big leagues myself, I always say, how come 90-some% of minor leaguers don't play a day in the big leagues, right? And why is it so hard? And I always say, listen, because the mental grind of playing every night, some guys just can't do it. And I think that's the biggest thing from your big league players and your minor league players is the big leaguers learn how to go one pitch at a time. Play one day at a time. It's a tough skill. It's a skill you have to learn, but that's the biggest difference of why the guys make it and why the guys don't.
And certainly if you're going to go one day at a time, one pitch at a time, there has to be a certain level of...
Sorry, I have to skip. I'm listening to music.
A pitcher is confronted with a less than stellar
Yeah.
stat.
Suicide film drama. Suicide film drama. Girl, I'm sad to know you. I'm sad to know you. I said me and you let go. Yeah. Suicide I'm sad to know you. I'm sad to know you. Now give me you think she broken heart invention. You day some other reason. I'm alone. We used to fuck your I love it, but I fucking hating you. I see me necessary. Suicide if you were trying yeah, suicide if you were trying yeah, sad to know you. I'm sad to know you.
Welcome to MLB The Show, and this number 32 out of the state of Arkansas. Now to the plate, Adam Hall. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Bay Sox, the designated hitter.
Alright, that's gonna be the end of this stream. I gotta get to BMHL.